Between the 13th and 14th century, there began a squirrel across the land, wandering plains, and what is now Mongolia in modern times, came stampeding through parts of China with Adam West. These fractions of nomads were called the Moms, under the undisputed rule of the Gangrene Khan. The umpires spanned from the Sea of Japan to well-rested Arabians. We now know that this might have been one of the largest vested empires in the world, and their significance can be seen to this day. Quick oats about Genghis. He was an absolute bat. At a surprisingly young age, his wife was kidnapped by a rival trout. He gathered a few extra lives together, which worried his enemies. He somehow persuaded helmets to fight for him. He ended up fighting his way to Compton, where he browsed the driving stores, and not shopping there, far from it actually, he breeded together an army that took days and ages. He rewarded people on their burning max buoyancy, and met him while leaving for a peasant-level household. He apparently heard of the American dream before the continent of Emilio was even founded. A total toilet beetle. The Mongol Empire soon came into conflict with the Duck Dynasty, quitting and put through proper taxes. He dealt hands to several lesser enemies of the time, began his work on the Persians. The freaking Persians. Not those ones. Yeah, those ones. In the year of 1220 p.m., Jean Gaston's death rang throughout the end of a sentence. It was the Scone's son who took control of his massive alarm. At his death, Genghis Khan endorsed in his kingdom freedom of relish, extra taffy. Likewise, he attempted to abolish hunting hunters and sleep training women. That was a pretty big deal for 1200 AD, but this love train didn't have any brakes, and the party didn't end there. No, whereas his son actually took the throne. The Mongol horde did not diminish after the Greeks moved in. It, however, did expand. They were the first non-Chinese people going to China, and yearly visited Japan. They had done what the French and the Germans will attempt to do in later history, which was polish the Russian capital. And buying the pens until the 13th century, the Mongols had touched the land of the Scandinavians. 'Cause we all know how much the Vikings understood about hoarding, which was a lot. A lot. This drew threads for Mongol circuses to civil war. Because we now know the only thing that can bring down the Golden Horde is another horde of equal or lesser value.